welcome or welcome back. My name is Emily and this is Emily on a Budget. And this week we are cash stuffing $260. So let's get started, shall we? First up is this binder, which we're starting with beef, which is getting 25 today. And I got some really rough bills this week. So I'm stuffing them in here because next week, instead of doing a cash stuffing, we're going to do a cash condensing with placeholders and all that so that I can take some money back to the bank because this should be 500. So in beef, we have 100, 200, 250, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, $500. So that is great. We have 500 in beef. And that will go back to the bank next week after we cash condense this envelope. This week, kids are getting 5. We still need to get my son's Halloween costume sorted. I'm not totally sure what we're doing. We'll figure it out before Halloween, I promise. So kids has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And when this gets to 50, I might stop stuffing it. We'll see. Probably before it gets to 50, we'll actually start using it again. We just have not been. My grandma sent us, she sends some Halloween cards and puts McDonald's gift cards in there. So like we'll stop and get a lemonade or something after piano. And right now we're using that to pay for those. So, and they don't need any more toys. Lord knows they need no more toys. So we are actually about to do a toy call. My daughter found a box that my husband had taken away when she was being naughty a while back. And she didn't miss them. And now she has them all spread out on the floor in the other room, making a giant mess. But she's kind of just picking out the ones she wants. So what she doesn't pick out is going to donation. And then memberships is getting 10 this week. Because that's our 70. I don't know who wrote on this. It wasn't me. So memberships now has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70. 270 in here. So 387 total in memberships because there's some still in Ally. Birthdays. It's almost time, guys, to go get my rings resized. Remember when I saved the money for that? They're slip and sliding. Not quite where I want to be yet, so I wanted to wait a little longer before I resize them, but I don't think it's going to be that much longer. I think probably before the holidays I will go do that. Birthdays is getting 20. I think the mailman might be here. My dog is barking. So birthdays now has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 250. So that's great. That is making some wonderful progress. Hair and nails, which is really my massage, is getting 20. And I go on Sunday for my massage. I am so looking forward to it. I don't know why, but before I started work on Saturday, I got extremely ill. Like already at work, 15 minutes to my first client arriving, called her and I was like, well, I can't stop puking. So I'm sorry, you're probably almost here. She's like, nope, turn around. So I had to cancel my whole day. Drove home puking, scarred some poor girl who watched me puke and drive at the same time. Yeah, not great. Not a great Saturday, but it is what it is. And then I've had a ton of cancellations, which was actually a godsend because I've been popping the people I had to cancel into those cancellation spots. So thank God I have not had to lose out on any income on this, but it was frustrating. It's not enjoyable to puke your guts out. So massage now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 180. And my massage is $150, $160 with tip. And I don't tip as much because it's a friend and she owns the business, and yeah, it's different. So when I work, I make a percentage of the pay. So when people tip me, I make the tip and that percentage. So that's where the difference is. Like, that percentage that goes to my boss is what covers overhead, laundry, all that jazz. So when I see somebody who owns the business, and we've talked about this, my friend and I have before, when I see somebody who owns the business, I don't tip extra generally, other than maybe like $10. And that's because they receive the entire amount. If I'm seeing somebody who works for a business, then I will tip extra because I know they're only getting a percentage of that pay and the tip is actually theirs. So, random thoughts for you for the day. Homeschool is getting a 20. Finally caught up on paying off what I owed on an order. And I think we're good for a little while. I think we have everything we need. But that can always change. Medical is getting 20. I did go see my chiropractor. I'm at the point now where I don't know if my chiropractor, like, I know it's helping, but I feel like I'm not going enough for it to be as beneficial as it needs to be, because it almost hurts afterwards because I'm just so tight and I wait way too long between appointments. But I also only have X number of appointments and our insurance only pays half. Not even half. They pay $11 on the appointment. So, which is better than nothing. I'll take it, but still. So medical now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, and 2. And it should actually have 67. I forgot my wallet upstairs, which has a 5 in it. So 67 technically. And then this is piano. And piano gets 25. And I'm pretty sure this should be fully funded for next month because we only have 4 Fridays. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 95, 100 for piano, which is great. And I do have to talk to her about December because I think Christmas is on a Friday this year. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's on a Friday, or like the 26th is a Friday. So, obviously we won't be going to piano that day. And then my spending is still in there, so I'm not in a rush to spend it. There's nothing I really need. If I'm making my kids do a toy call, why should mommy be buying stuff? It's kind of my mentality with that. Date night is getting nothing this week. This has plenty. It's got 110, I think. Eating out is not getting anything. Household is getting a 10. That has 30 now. And I did just stock up on toilet paper and paper towel and some of the other cleaning stuff that I needed, so that's great. Should be set for a while. Babysitting is getting... Oops, no. I thought that was wrong. Babysitting's getting the 10. Household's getting a 20. You know when you, like, know that it feels wrong, but you just go with it? And that's where I was. Just going with it. So, household actually is 40. Babysitting's getting a 10. We need a date night desperately again. Really, I just want a date night, but I think we're going to do a home date. I was going to text my husband and be like, hey, Saturday, board games. Well, really, Battleship. I'd like to play Battleship. So, maybe that's what we'll do on Saturday, is have a date night at home. So, babysitting has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, $80 in it. And we'll just keep stacking that back up. And vehicle maintenance, which, oh, Malanta, do I have a story for you? No, I don't have my car back. I'm going to call them after I'm done filming this, I think. So, Monday night, the 20th, let's just say I'm going to show up on the police blotter this week in our small little town. Because I managed to lock my keys, my cell phone, and my wallet in the car while it was running. It was like a series of unfortunate events. I get in the car. It says the trunk's open. I'm like, okay, so I get out. slam the trunk closed, go to the front. I'm like, oh shoot, I need to pull leaves off the front windshield wiper. So because it was raining and I was like, I need to be able to see well because it's dark. And granted, this is like 10 o'clock at night. I was going home so I could finish the Lions game. Spoiler alert, did not get to finish the Lions game, but what a great game. Went forward, looked, so removed the leaves from the front of the windshield, was going back to get in the car, and then saw that the light for the trunk was still saying it was open. And I'm like, I just freaking closed it. I hate this car. Let me just tell you, I hate this rental. So I go back, I slam it closed, and then my door just closes itself in the front. And I walk up and I'm just like pulling on it because it's like partially open. Oh no, that sucker was locked. Every door was locked. The trunk was locked. It was running. Like my salsa music was bopping in there. Just all on its lonesome. So I went down to the house of family friends, and they were home, but they couldn't hear me. I assumed they were asleep and just left lights on. And then there were two people walking, and I'm like, oh God, like, I hate to be this person. But I was like, can I use your cell phone? Like, I need to call the cops or my husband or something because I locked my keys in my car. And I'm like, do you want to just walk down there? Because, again, guys, we live in a tiny town. The cops are 2 blocks away. I just was trying to solve the problem without having to go to the police station. And I was like, nope, actually, that's perfect. They were out on a couple out on a beer walk. And so they walked down with me to our police station. And I got there and I'm like, I'm locked out of my car. She's like, okay, well, do you have your license? And I was like, no, it's in the car. She's like, okay, what's your phone number? So I give it to her and I'm like, but you can't call me because that's in the car too. It was a mess. So when we got there, like, she logged it in the, because again, we're a tiny town, so the 911 local calls go right to the police station. So she's the dispatcher is who I'm talking to. And she, so she told the cops what was happening. And as that was happening, she got a call for like a domestic situation, and they were like a repeat offender domestic situation. We live in a tiny town, like, you know, kind of a thing. You know who it is, you know what they're doing. So they went and handled that first, and then this sweet couple stayed with me, and we're gonna be friends. We've already decided. But they stayed with me and we just chatted until they came back. And then I, for the first time ever in my life, was put in the back of a cop car to drive the 2 blocks down to my car. So that was an experience. I didn't know they had seatbelts back there. So, learn something every day. But yeah, I rode in the back of a cop car. And thank God he got my car open pretty easily. Gave him my license, all my information I needed and stuff. And I was good to go, but I'm so mad at this stupid car. I want my car back. They finally, last Friday, at like 5 p.m., like 10 to 5, finally released the funds for the second request of the stuff they found after the original quote. Finally released the funds. So now I need to call them and be like, okay, where are we at progress-wise with fixing this car? Because I would really like it back now. We leave in 2 weeks to drive down to Georgia. I don't want to be driving this rental. I hate this rental with a passion. I want my minivan back. So that's where we're at. But vehicle maintenance got it to 20. So now it's at 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135. So I hope you enjoyed that story. That was my Monday night. I think it was like 11 o'clock before I got home. And when I got to the police station, I asked the girl who was with us, I was like, can I borrow your phone so I can call my husband? And he was like, I was like, I don't know if he's going to pick up because he doesn't know this number coming through. Animals are also getting 20, sorry. Thankfully he did. I was like, so this is what happened. I'll be home when I get home. He's like, okay, just let me know if I need to drop the kids off and come get you. I was like, I think I'll be fine. Like, once they get the car open, I'll be fine. But the worst part, like, I had even locked myself out of, because I lock up at night for our building. So I was locked out of the building, out of my office, out of my car. Like, I was just screwed. But it was funny in hindsight. It was funny in the moment, too. Like, Animals has 20, 40, 60, 81. So if you want to laugh at me, please do. I hope it gives you a chuckle. Good belly laugh. Brightens your day. Yeah. And, like, again, tiny town. So the police blotter, very short. Not much happens. But I'm going to be on it now. Clothing is not getting anything. Did I not put 20 in vehicle maintenance? Did I not do it? What did I miss? I feel like it was vehicle maintenance. Did I not do it? I fixed the household one. You know what? We're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going. I'm pretty sure it's vehicle maintenance is where that goes, because I know my math is right on my sheet, because I had 2 20s already, and I only picked up 9 from the bank. Oh, my Atlanta, that's what I get for talking, guys. Okay, Valentine's Day is getting 25, and that is it for Valentine's Day. It is fully funded now, so it has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. We don't go big on Valentine's Day because it is a very busy season for us with birthdays and everything. So, but I do like to decorate the table and give my kids a little treat. So that is it for Valentine's Day. Next we will start Easter. And that, I don't know if I want to do 100 this year, or if I want to just do 50 again, because I really don't spend a lot on Easter either. But maybe we'll, like, stuff for Easter dresses and shirts this year. I don't know. TBD, to be decided. And then we need to go pick pumpkins, but it is downpouring today, so that's not happening today. We need to get a costume for my son, so that's where Halloween's coming. Haven't decided if we're hosting Thanksgiving. Christmas is in the bank still. You will see me next month stuff this directly into here. It's at 1,225 in the bank, and then next month I'll stuff my 125 straight in here, because I'll take it to go Black Friday shopping, and then I'll probably start pulling cash out of the bank. Or we'll see based on what I order online. This is anniversary still fully stuffed, and New Year's Eve still fully stuffed. And I'm going to put this $20 in vehicle maintenance, because I'm assuming that's where it is. I'm assuming that's where I'll find it when I'm editing. I thought I had put it in, but I guess I didn't. It is what it is. And vehicle maintenance, it can't hurt to have an extra 20 in. So, you know. So, 50, 70, 90. Goodness, come with me. 110, 130, 155. 155 in vehicle maintenance. And if you were screaming at the TV, at the screen going, Emily, you didn't put it in. There you go. I did it now. You're welcome. All right, should we check where travel that? Had a few cash tips. So it's at 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 75, 80, 85, 90, 190 in travel. Which is really 200 because there's $20 in the bank. Just sitting in the bank. So that is all I have for this week. I hope you guys have a much better week than winding up in the back of a cop car. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week when we cash condense all of this with some placeholders and take some money back to the bank. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.